Adobe is making major changes to the Creative Cloud subscriptions. Right now, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to give you the no-nonsense, no marketing hype version of what all the changes are going to be. Now, a lot of this is based on generative AI. Now, bear in mind, it does take a lot of resources in order to generate some of these things, particularly generating videos. There's data centers, there's a lot of computing power that has to be paid for somehow. So right off the bat, if you're a photography plan member, not much is going to change with a little bit of a caveat that I'll explain later on. But if you're an all apps user, this is where things are really going to change. So starting June 17th, the all apps is going to become Creative Cloud Pro. But this is just in the United States. It's not going to affect the rest of the world. In fact, they're not going to roll that out until at least next year, according to what Adobe said. So it's going to give you all the desktop applications you have right now. Things like Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, all those apps. It's going to give you unlimited use of the mobile apps. But then when it comes to generative credits, which I'll explain in a moment, they're going to be broken into two categories now. Standard and Premium. I'll explain those in a minute. But with the new Creative Cloud Pro plan, you're going to get unlimited Standard, and then you're going to get 4,000 Premium generative credits. The price is going to increase by $10 to $69.99 a month. Now, if you don't use a lot of AI and you're not really interested in that, you actually have the option to switch to the Creative Cloud Standard plan. Now, the Creative Cloud Standard plan is going to be $5 a month less. It's going to be $54.99. It's going to include all the desktop apps, but you're only going to get 25 generative credits per month. And you're going to lose access to the premium mobile apps, such as things like Photoshop Mobile, Lightroom on the phone, things like that. Now, if you're someone that doesn't generate a lot and you are not really using the mobile apps, that's going to be great. Okay, let me go in and explain to you what generative credits are. And I'm going to give you a timestamp, so if you already are familiar, you can skip past this, but you might not want to because some things are changing. So a generative credit is every time you run a particular task. So say, for example, we're doing generative fill. That's going to cost 1 credit each time it's used. Yes, you get 3 iterations. That's still 1 credit. So each time you use that, it's 1 credit. Now, if you use some of the premium ones, they have different amounts. Up till now, Adobe hasn't really been enforcing these. But starting June 17th, Adobe is going to start to enforce these around the world. So different plans have a different amount of credits that come with them. So when you use up all your credits, a paywall is going to appear. You're going to have the option to buy Firefly credits or upgrade your account. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, what they say is when you run out of credits, it's not just going to automatically charge you. You're going to have the option to go ahead and buy these credits. So let's talk about the categories. There's 3 different categories of credits. The first one are free. So the free are going to be the non-Firefly AI, which includes a lot of the AI that's been in Photoshop for a long time, but also includes things like the Remove tool. The Remove tool in Lightroom, Camera Raw, and in Photoshop is still going to be free to use, and it won't cost generative credits. And so the second category, which are the standard generative AI, those are things like generative fill, generative expand, generate background, text to image, different things like that. Now, I'll list them all on the website so you can see them, and I'm also going to link to some of the Adobe FAQs. And then there's a third category, which is the premium AI. Now, the premium AI is things like text to video or generative expand in Premiere Pro, where it actually generates video. And also now there's some third-party models are going to be supported, such as Flux, and I'll list them all there on the screen for you. Those are also going to be premium generative credits, which are going to use more than 1 credit. They have different amounts depending on what you do. Depending on the plan you have, you're allocated a certain amount of generative credits per month. So on your renewal date, whichever date you signed up, those will renew and they will fill up again. So they don't roll over, they just refresh every month. So single apps, currently you get 500 generative credits. As long as you stay on that plan and you don't cancel it, you're going to continue to get those 500 credits every month. But new users after June, when they sign up, they're only going to get 25 credits. So if you're thinking about signing up for a single app, now's a good time to do it. Make sure you grandfather that in. So if you're on a photography plan, nothing is going to change for you. The price is not changing. Access is not changing. Everything is going to be the same, and you're going to get the same amount of generative credits that you currently get. That's as long as you're an existing subscriber. New subscribers are only going to get 25 credits per month. So right now, the Creative Cloud All Apps, you get just a little bit over 1,000 credits per month. That's going to change to Pro, where you're going to get unlimited standard credits. So you run generative fill, text to image, all those things as many times as you want. You'll never be billed for that. The premium credits, for some of the video features, things like that, translations, different things like that, you're going to get 4,000 credits that are going to renew every month. Also applies to using third-party engines. If you don't want to use that, you can go to the Creative Cloud Standard. Now, the other thing that you lose on Creative Cloud Standard is you do not have access to the premium features at all. You're only going to have access to the standard features, and you get a certain amount of credits. However, you can buy a Firefly subscription, and the Firefly subscription is going to give you a certain amount of credits. I believe it starts at $10 a month, and then for that $10 a month, you're going to get unlimited standard credits, and then depending on the size of the plan, you're going to get a certain amount of premium credits. So when is this going to affect you? So starting June 17th, everyone in the United States who have the All Apps are going to be upgraded to the Pro version. Now, you're not going to be billed for that right away. What's going to happen is on your annual renew date, you're going to receive a notification, which that's when the price increase is going to affect you. So you can enjoy all those premium features, including the unlimited generative credits standard, right up to your renewal date. So on your renewal date, so it's going to be on a rolling basis for different people, but when that happens, then your price is going to go up for $10 extra per month to get the Pro. Now, if you don't want the Pro, you can downgrade it to the Creative Cloud Standard for $55 a month, which is $5 less, and you're able to do that in the app. Now, they say that you can upgrade and you can downgrade at any time. So that means if, maybe you're anticipating a lot of AI usage, you could upgrade for that month and get the Pro and then downgrade again the next month. So I'm going to leave links to more information on this. So I'm curious, drop your comments underneath. Let me know your thoughts. Please be civil and don't attack me. I'm just the messenger. I'm not making any of these decisions. So anyway, if you're new to the cafe, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and you won't miss any of my tutorials. And until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.